Did we talk about the podcast?
I was just sitting over a glass of wine and I paid my deposit, and either that night or the next morning I put on Facebook, just booked a life-changing experience, really looking forward to it, can't wait. And I'm pretty sure it has changed my life.
Alright, good. Now let's do some...
I went to Lismore this weekend. It's the first time I've ever been there. The weekend was a fiddle retreat on Lismore with Mairi, Campbell. A group of 8 students learning to play better, learning technique, learning a few new tunes. It was a superb weekend. It was very relaxed, but a lot of work on technique, a lot of fun, sharing tunes, sharing ways of learning.
My connection is that my great-grandmother was born and bred on Lismore. Since we were very young, Mum and Dad got a wee cottage up there, Carney Cottage, back in about 1971, I think, when I was about 5. And we've just been going up there for holidays every year, so it's just a sort of feels like it's second home. It kind of came about after we got the cottage done up. It just jumped into my head one day. I thought, I enjoy teaching. Here's a place that I could do something on with a small number of people, and this would work great. I was really pleased because I thought this is an idea that I'm not waiting for the phone to ring. I can actually just get up and do it myself. Hooray!
I've learnt quite a lot, but in particular, my very first trip to Lismore, I got a lot of help on how to hold my bow correctly and about relaxing and making my hold very loose. And certainly my bowing technique is orders of magnitude better than it was the first time I went to Lismore. There's still lots more to be gained yet though.
Okay, that's great. Let's try A major, same thing in A major. 1, 2, 3, this time is stretched. The way that I've approached the teaching is that it seems to address issues kind of from the core of the physical problem rather than teaching notes or anything like that. So these principles of violin playing can be used for no matter what level you're at. For me, each time it's different every time, so I have to kind of think on my feet a bit, but that's probably no bad thing. Okay, everybody have a little quick finding a way of engaging with this one. You can make the whole thing, or just
It all just seemed so laid back, and so it was more like a sister or a mother putting an arm around you saying, you can do this, you can do that. That's just an amazing way to teach, I think.
Mairi has a very patient and warm teaching style. She is very good at teaching you a lot about the techniques that you might use when playing. So she doesn't tend to focus on learning tunes. In fact, she tends to ask you to bring a tune to work on, so each member of the group brings a tune and then we all work on it, but mostly we're working on our technique, working with that tune, which is fabulous.
I picked the tune because it was my granddad's tune that he'd written. Basically, granddad's music was lost for a long, long time, and really the tune went up there because it's my aim to play it. And it was wonderful because everybody took it on board, said how great it was. I thought, oh, that's good. And lots of people have gone away with the music, and I'm hopefully going to hear it getting played round and round. But really I want to play it myself, that's the real reason, but it's good that everybody else has got an interest in it.
They were cracking tunes, so we played and played, but about a week later he gave me lots more of his grandfather's tunes. They're absolutely fantastic. But that was great, kind of connection of people and place and generations coming together, and this music as well, and the violin. It was his grandfather's violin, and I just loved the way everybody played the tune in the group. A few times we did it. A few times we played that march, and then Davy Garrett came over on the Saturday night, the piper, And he took a good look at the music and he said he wanted to see the original scores. And so it kind of is just this kernel that's just growing, going to grow arms and legs and spreading the music out. And that's what I think Kevin wanted to do, is to have music and have it spread out and see where it goes. So Lismore is about a mixture of that pedagogic approach and community, starting with the cottage and the house and the kitchen, and then building away from that a little bit with the island folk.
Saturday night was good fun because around about 8 o'clock a number of guests began to arrive. The evening just turned into a good fun house party came.
It's really nice to have something where you get to meet the local islanders, and many of them play lots of music and sing, and so it's nice to feel part of the community really.
It was just brilliant. Oh, here we go again. But you could feel the love with everybody within and the friendship.
Some of the work we were doing when we weren't playing, the tune was playing rhythmically as well, along with somebody who was playing, or just playing rhythmical bits. So there was that bit of accompanying somebody else playing in harmony, work with other people.
I think that we tend to put things into boxes quite a lot. You know, you think, I can play this, I can't play that, I can improvise, I can't improvise, I can sing, I can't sing. You know, there's a whole heap of ideas that we have about ourselves. I have this little kind of devil's out, you know, in me that kind of goes, no, let's just not pay any attention to any of that and just throw things into the group and just see what happens. For me, I just think, well, it's just still worth a go, because you won't really know what it feels like until after you've done something. So it's about just breaking things down and letting the water come in and just give people an idea of things that they could do that they didn't know they could do. Because there's a lot of energy that we use up, keeping barriers between things, saying I can't do that. The effort required to actually hold something away, as opposed to go with the flow and try it, which is what the child in us wants to do. So the natural thing is to try things out. So I think that's what I'm trying to do, is just give people a taste of things that they might not necessarily know. And if it's in a safe space, then that's important. And I think people tend to pick that up quite quickly and then support each other. And it's just good fun to have something kind of spontaneous that you don't really know what you're going to do next.
I think the biggest thing I came away with was just confidence, not in my playing, but that it can be done, I can do it.
It's nice just the way it is, it's lovely, there for the music, and that's what comes first. And actually, you know, that's pretty special.
Not to be missed, definitely.
Synthesis of where I'm at right now, and people just going with me and allowing themselves to go with me, and I'm sort of allowing myself to go with sort of opening up, of exploring thing that's going on, and it's really exciting, beautiful. You just get this fantastic atmosphere in the room. You build up something very special within the group. Gosh, there's so many special things about it. It's like real magic. It's really magic.